Most people don't need an extreme bug-out bag. They need a practical vehicle bag that helps them get through a breakdown, bad weather, or an unexpected overnight situation when their car stops moving and plans change fast. Welcome to True Preparedness, where we focus on real-world readiness and practical preparation that actually applies to everyday life. Today, we're going to cover the basic items most people should have in a vehicle bug-out bag and how to think about adjusting that setup for your own needs, whether you're single, commuting alone, or traveling with family. This isn't fantasy gear. It's preparation you can actually use. Before we get into the list, it's important to set expectations. This is not a perfect bag, and it's not meant to be copied item for item. Think of this as a baseline, a solid starting point that covers the essentials for most vehicles and most situations. From there, you should add or adjust items based on your climate, your commute, your health, and whether you're preparing for just yourself or for a family. Where you keep your vehicle bug-out bag matters just as much as what's inside it. The bag should be easy to access, even if your trunk won't open or your vehicle is damaged. For some people, that means the back seat. For others, it may be the trunk, but positioned so it can be reached quickly. The best bag in the world doesn't help if you can't get to it when you need it. Preparedness works best when it's personal. No two vehicles, commutes, or daily routines are exactly the same. Someone driving a short distance in a city faces different risks than someone traveling long rural highways every day. That's why this bag should reflect how you actually live, not a generic checklist pulled from the internet. One important thing to understand is that a vehicle bug-out bag is very different from a home emergency kit or a long-term survival pack. A vehicle bag has to deal with extreme temperature swings, limited space, and the reality that you may need to grab it quickly and move. You're not planning to live out of this bag for days or weeks. You're planning to bridge a short gap, long enough to get help, get home, or get out of a bad situation safely. That difference matters because it changes what belongs in the bag and what doesn't. This is why vehicle preparedness is about balance, not excess. A practical vehicle bug-out bag should help you do 5 basic things. It should help you stay warm or cool, stay mobile, stay visible, stay fueled, and stay informed. If your bag supports these basics, you're already far more prepared than most people on the road. When you think about a vehicle bug-out bag, it helps to picture realistic situations. A winter storm that shuts down traffic and leaves you stuck for hours. A breakdown on a rural road with limited cell service. A long walk home after public transportation shuts down. Or even a simple detour that turns into an unexpected overnight situation. Most people don't plan for these moments, but they happen every day. This bag exists to turn those situations from dangerous and stressful into manageable and calm. One of the most important decisions this bag helps support is knowing when to stay with your vehicle and when to leave it. In many situations, your vehicle is actually your best shelter. It blocks wind and weather, it's visible to others, and it's easier for help to find than a person on foot. This bag gives you options, whether that means staying put safely or leaving your vehicle only when staying becomes the bigger risk. Preparedness isn't about rushing to move. It's about making the right decision when it matters most. First, temperature and shelter basics. Temperature issues don't always come from extreme conditions. Even mild weather becomes dangerous when you're wet, tired, or standing still for long periods. The goal here is not comfort. It's preventing small exposure problems from becoming big ones. Exposure is one of the fastest ways small problems become serious. At a minimum, your vehicle bag should include weather-appropriate clothing layers, a warm hat and gloves, a compact emergency blanket or bivvy, and a simple rain shell or poncho. These items don't take much space, but they buy you time, and time matters. If you live in extreme heat or extreme cold, this is one area where you should adjust and add more. Next is mobility and personal safety. Mobility also means avoiding injuries that slow you down. A small blister, cut, or twisted ankle can change your entire situation. That's why simple safety and medical items matter more than people expect. They keep small problems small. Your goal isn't to survive forever. It's to stay mobile long enough to reach safety, help, or home. Basic mobility items include comfortable walking shoes or boot covers, a simple first aid kit, a flashlight or headlamp, and a few basic repair items like tape or cordage. If you take daily medication or have medical needs, this is an area where personal adjustments are essential. Visibility and signaling are also important. Visibility isn't just about rescue. It's about avoiding accidents, especially around traffic, low visibility, and bad weather. Being seen keeps you safer than trying to disappear. In many real-world situations, being seen is safer than being hidden, especially on roads, in bad weather, or at night. Helpful items include reflective gear or a safety vest, a whistle, and a small light or glow stick. These simple tools reduce risk and make it easier for others to find or avoid you. Water and energy matter more than most people realize. Stress, cold, and physical effort drain energy faster than most people realize. Even light dehydration or hunger affects decision-making. This category supports clear thinking as much as physical movement. Stress and uncertainty drain mental energy just as quickly as physical effort. Cold, hunger, dehydration, and fatigue all stack together. When people make poor decisions in emergencies, it's rarely because they lack gear. It's because they're tired, overwhelmed, and rushing. This bag is designed to slow things down, stabilize your situation, and give you the time and space to think clearly before making your next move. You can't think clearly or move effectively without hydration and calories. Your vehicle bag should include water, or at least a way to carry it, along with simple, shelf-stable food and electrolytes or energy snacks. If you're preparing for a family, this is one category where quantities matter more than variety. Information and communication are the final basics. Technology is useful, but it isn't guaranteed. Low-tech backups give you options when batteries die, signals drop, or systems are overloaded. Preparedness favors redundancy, not reliance on a single tool. When systems are stressed, information becomes critical. At a minimum, consider carrying a paper map of your local area, a notepad and pen, and a phone charger or battery pack. Low-tech tools often become the most reliable tools when things don't go as planned. A vehicle bug-out bag for one person looks very different from one built for a family. If you're preparing for a family, you may need extra water and food, spare clothing for children, comfort items that reduce stress, and basic hygiene supplies. If you're preparing for yourself, your focus may be lighter weight, mobility, and speed. There's no one right answer, only what fits your situation. Just as important as what you include is what you leave out. A vehicle bug-out bag is not something you pack once and forget. It should be checked and refreshed at least twice a year. Seasonal clothing should change with the weather. Food, batteries, and medical items should be inspected and replaced as needed. This small habit keeps your bag reliable when it actually matters. You don't need to rehearse emergencies or live out of this bag to be prepared. What matters more is mental familiarity. Knowing what's in your bag, knowing where it's stored, and knowing how you would use it in a few realistic situations. A simple mental walkthrough once or twice a year does more than most people realize. Preparedness is as much about mindset as it is about equipment. Avoid items that melt, freeze, or degrade in a vehicle. Avoid heavy camping or wilderness gear. And be cautious with electronics that can't handle temperature swings. Your car is not a climate-controlled storage unit, and your bag should reflect that reality. Preparedness isn't about owning more gear. It's about having the right basics for where you already are and adjusting them to fit your life. Use this checklist as a starting point. Build it once, test it mentally, and then improve it over time. In future videos here on True Preparedness, we'll show how these basics look when applied to real vehicles, real families, and real daily routines. Thanks for watching True Preparedness. where we focus on practical readiness and real-world skills that still matter when things don't go as planned.